Frank. Today I'm going to be going through a special report written by Steve Watson of Infowars.com, Turning the Police State Apparatus Against Dissentors, Second Major Phase of the Coordinated Destruction of Freedom in America Targets Those Who Refuse to Go Along with It. This is going to be a particularly long link. It's going to probably be ongoing like 3 days or so, because I know most Americans just don't like to read, and so you're going to have to deal with my ugly voice and just get over it. Alright, if I make mistakes, too bad. This has to be heard. Like it's been said, bring it to the fore, the far winds. Anyway, here we go. Again, written by Steve Watson. Go and look him up, Google it. A sustained media propaganda campaign in support of the move to swing the apparatus of tyranny away from phantom Muslim terrorists and towards the American people is in full operation and may pave the way for further attacks on U.S. soil, to be blamed on dissenting Americans who speak out against the war and the rise of the domestic police state. Over the past decade, we have witnessed an extreme acceleration of the physical implementation of a framework and infrastructure ready to receive those who will not go along with a coordinated destruction of the traditional American values of freedom. With 9/11 came the first opportunity of the 21st century to radically alter the mentality of America and introduce a new order of society. The corporate media is now preparing the psyche of the American public for a second major shift. This time, the effort will be to direct the understanding of the manufactured and fraudulent war on terror away from the Islamo-fascists and Al-Qaeda and towards dissenting American citizens. Over the past month or so, we have highlighted this ongoing propaganda campaign in the following articles. That, for the article, I will post it up online for you so that you can see it right there. Complaints flood CNN after Beck smears Ron Paul supporters as terrorists. Neocon attack on Ron Paul. Greasing the skids for implementation of H.R. 1955. Framing the truth movement as terrorists. Beck, 9/11 truthers are, quote, insane, quote, dangerous anarchists, and, quote, the kind of group Timothy McVeigh would come from. Pitching for more dead Americans, a neocon fetish. Establishment, quote, news. Hacks such as Glenn Beck, Bill O'Reilly, Hannity, and Limbaugh are raising the same talking points ad infinitum, dubbing the global truth movement along with the anti-war movement as anarchists and violent individuals who are aiding terrorists. In the event of another attack on U.S. soil, an army of neocons secretly sharing the same fetish would revel in exploiting a hollow opportunity to say, quote, we told you so, even at the expense of thousands of dead dads, moms, sons, daughters, and babies. Quote, but these are just the mindless frothings of talking heads looking for ratings, some might say. When you take them into context with the ongoing actions of the government, however, a clearer, more deadly picture emerges. The propaganda coincides with a House Homeland Security Subcommittee hearing on, quote, terrorism and the internet, held last week, broadcast on C-SPAN, which featured a panel of experts, including representatives formerly of the RAND Corporation and the Simon Wiesenthal Center, who presented 9/11 websites alongside sites that celebrate the attacks and offer training in terrorist tactics. In the current context, this unified assault also dovetails with the advance of H.R. 1955, entitled the, quote, Violent Radicalization and Homegrown Terrorism Prevention Act of 2007, which is vaguely worded and could easily be used to label activist groups as terrorist recruiters. That's going to be all for today. I'm going to put up links, pictures, a few videos. Hope you enjoy part 1. Be prepared for the next.